Alright, we got it. Alright.
Alright, everybody, we are back. We are ready for Sparkover to do Mickey Mania.
Hello.
And we're a little behind schedule right now, so we're going to see what we can do about getting that back on track. So, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah,
That's
I don't blame
terrible.
them.
So hello, this is Mickey Mania, and I'm Sparkover. This is a beautiful game. I'm going to try and do this skip right away, and I hope I can get it. I want to boop the kitty on the nose, do a little jump, and ruin everything. Well, good job, Sparko. So now we get to see the rest of this little level, which is already going to be a little bit slower. So I want to cross that water, and I can't. So I have to wait for this box to help me. So as you can see, that's not very optimal. So I would have been able to skip the rest of this level if I had gotten that skip correctly, but I haven't slept very much, so you can forgive me, because you like Sparko. So essentially, this is a fun, beautiful little platformer. Oh no! We're fine though, we're up there. The big bad boss of the game, spoilers, is Pete. And we have to travel through time through various Mickey cartoons so that we can work on our next new feature film. So this game has got... Ooh, I don't trust that jump. We're gonna wait for this box. This game has got some beautiful Jam! Hello, Jam. Welcome to Sparko Plays Video Games After No Sleep. It's a really good show, I promise. So this is kind of an odd boss. It's machinery. And the only way I can hit the top ones after failing in the first time is I must get trampolines. So that should do it. It was a little bit inaccurate, but here we are now. Get to move on to the next one. So now we get to move on to the spooky mad scientist's place. I'm gonna try and do a little lag there and hop so I don't take any damage. I've taken a few more hits than usual, unfortunately, so that's not great. But I got that rocket ship, which works as a save point. I'm probably going to take a hit here because that's common for me. But I get to respawn here right away instead of having to start over at the beginning and watch the loading screen. The loading screen is the problem. It's a Super Nintendo game. Why is there a loading screen?
No kidding.
So this is a screen that you don't get to see much of in the Super Famicom version. You can actually zip through these stages by using the ropes. That's not available in the Super Nintendo version, but unfortunately, my Super Famicom version doesn't like to run at all, so I've never actually had the pleasure of trying to learn that run. Maybe one day in the future, though. So I'm going to try and do another skip here, and because there's an extra life there, I'm just going to try this a few times if I don't get it, so... Oh, that was too early, so... I'm just going to jump into the soup and try one more time, just to see if I can get it. Pretty much, we're trying to overload the graphics in the game, and when you are able to do that by just doing some certain movements at a certain point, you'll get a screen that says forward and backward. So it's around here, and it didn't happen again. I'm just going to try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I will leave and play out the level as intended. Again, the extra life here makes it super safe, and the fact that I'd rather get out of here with full health anyway. And that didn't happen, so... Guess what? It's 2 out of 3 warpless so far. What an excitement run. That's okay. So this stage here is pretty straightforward. You just run through it, and jump. And shoot things.
So, on account of me and Kaz being TKO'd,
Yeah.
We're going to skedaddle. I'm going to pull G Savior and RE Remastered.
Okay, that should get us back on track, I suppose.
Yeah, well, another thing is if you want to give Mike as an Eagle slot, then it's almost the same money.
Yeah. Sorry for that, guys.
It's not the one.
It just said that you guys got food poisoning, that's all.
Yeah, we'll make it too.
Okay, yeah, we'll make those changes. I'll shuffle them over.
Yeah, they...
So you want both G Savior and RE remastered out?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because if he goes home, I have to go home.
Yeah, I'm just right.
Okay, we'll remove those.
How's Fisher Price going?
That's after this. This is Mickey Mania.
Oh, it's Mickey Mania. Oh, that's a great run.
It's so pretty. Yeah, sorry folks, we just got a little bit of behind the scenes things going on right now. Unfortunately, it looks like there's going to be a bit of a programming change, but good news, we'll be back on schedule. The miracle of cancelling a run. So we'll have those details sorted out for you soon. Sorry to be silent. As you can see, I'm doing some beautiful color work here. You mix red and blue to make yellow. That's proper, right?
It's in Mickey Mania.
Or sorry, red and green to make yellow, then you add blue.
I've seen bits and pieces. I really like a lot.
It's a dope man. It's really cool. Anyways, thanks, dude.
Alright. Great to see you guys again.
Yeah, for sure.
Seeing
Yeah,
you
take
again,
care.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Thanks
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, good to meet you. Hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, feel better, guys.
We'll get through it. Alright, thanks again for all your help, too. That's been great.
And thanks for helping set up and everything.
No, my pleasure.
This will all be around for days afterwards, so you just come by whenever you're feeling better.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Alright. Cool.
Yeah.
By the
We'll
way-
see you guys sooner than later.
Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was a pretty straightforward fight. Some RNG involved because of the way that he throws his... I always think they look like cherries. I don't quite know what they actually are, but it will be... You just don't want to hit them, but there are some extra lives, or rather stars, to get on top. Your hit points are your hands on top of the...
Hit log Trent.
Your hit points are on the top left of the screen, showing your fingers. And a star will replenish one of those, whereas one of the Mickey ear hats will replenish an extra life. So welcome to Canada. We have some moose. So this is like what your average day in Canada is like. You will walk down the street and some tree branches will fall. And then you have to watch out for the charging moose. So unfortunately, I took some hits, but I have the rocket ship there, so if I happen to take another hit, I'm not too worried. I definitely will try and go through here without taking another one, though. We're at the very end here. I believe I can make it here without the moose running me down. And we've made it. So good. No more moose to worry about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need to add more time to look to the past to make up for the differences.
Morning, Koya. Oh no, wait a second. I said we were out of moose. We're being chased. So the boss of this stage is a cute little moose, almost auto-scroller. It definitely scrolls automatically, but you can go faster by not hitting the rocks and by picking up apples. I've missed a few, unfortunately, so I'm going to want to take care to pick up a few more here along the way so I do not slow down.
I'll go back there. You're right, 20, 23, 15.
yeah. Do you mind flipping a couple things around?
Yeah.
BT's ahead of the randomizer.
Sure.
And let's push that down further, so at least we have some chance to.
Push what further, sorry.
Even,
And there we go.
Even if you want to flip,
Do you want to move randomizer further down?
let's flip.
You want to flip
My
Oracle?
Mike's here, yeah. Flip Oracle pages all the way up.
So in between all the stages, they've got some nice little animations going on. You don't want to watch them because they take time.
I think we were originally scheduled for around 3 p.m.
Okay.
So.
Okay, well, then this should do it.
Big bear jump,
Right?
and we made it. I can replenish a few stars here,
Alright.
Okay.
so that's
Thanks.
beneficial to me.
That way. Were we? Yeah, we're ending a lot earlier now.
Yeah. My best for everybody.
The fact that
So we've got some ghosts to take care of here.
4 hours. Yeah.
There are some skips you can do in here involving stepping at the proper time and not having to wait for these steps to slide down. I don't know them very well, unfortunately, so we're just going to try and take the safe way by not falling all the time. Not falling is a proper strategy, and also making this jump is probably a good strategy, but Sparko at 7 a.m., except it's after 8, I think. What time is it anyway?
Close to 9?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock actually.
It's later than I thought it was, but I also was up past 3, so I have no sense of time.
Just gonna make a quick announcement here, Sammy, please.
Go for it. We have an important announcement to make. Take it away, Brent.
Hello, everybody. I would ask that you refresh Hararo if you have the schedule open, because we've had to make some changes due to just some illness and other stuff going on right now. Unfortunately, we had to remove some games from the schedule. They just weren't feeling up to it anymore because they just weren't feeling very good. So we had to remove WarioWare and G-Savior and Resident Evil. Apologies to everyone for that, but the schedule has been updated now. And take a look, because we've had to shuffle a couple games around as well. You'll see that Oracle Ages is now happening sooner. And we also have Time Crisis and Mega Man moved up as well. So please keep an eye on the schedule. We'll keep it as up to date as we can. And thanks for your support. Go. Oh, Koya says, hey, what's up? Sorry about that. I had the chat closed off. Now you can see it again.
So in this part here, you generally want to take some hits and just run through these ghosts while taking damage to go as fast as you can. Because I am down 1 hit already, I am just going to be a little bit careful there. And one more time, and then I will just take the rest of the hits. I'm pretty sure I did want to be at full health when I started, so just for safety, I will take that precaution as to not die. Turns out actually I was mistaken, but that's alright. You know what? I have more hits available between now and I've missed my rope. Come back, rope. So I'll just take a hit there since I can afford a couple of them. Grab that star, just not make the door, unfortunately. But we can get it now at this time. So this is Mickey and the Beanstalk. One thing about these levels is it doesn't necessarily go from the hardest or easiest to hardest in difficulty. The Beanstalk is considered one of the easier levels for sure. And I definitely have a lot more trouble with the previous ghost level than this one here. But this is leading into the end of the game, so it's a nice little break. It's pretty. It's got some really nice music. So we can enjoy that for now. I guess I could have pushed that flower ahead a little bit further, but I tried to go fast. There we go. So you get another rocket ship here. So if you're very pro, you can actually hop on top of that dragonfly and not have to wait for these leaves to take you across the water. But, you know, I can just describe to you what happens instead of doing it, and it's the same experience, right? No, probably not.
Koya says, I didn't know about this marathon. I'm glad I found it. This is good.
Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. Yeah, Slurpathon's a fun marathon that we do every year. Often we're raising money to send a runner to a GDQ. This year we're raising money for Extra Life, and the support from the community has been amazing. So there, I just wanted to boop that button, then come back here. There is a big, terrible spider there that will kill you in one hit, no matter how much health you have. But if you can magically jump onto this ladybug, you will be taken to safety. Mickey panics a little bit, but it's better than death, so it's a good option. Couch stay. Jove, hello. Hello, both of you. So this is just a wee bit of a climbing stage. I probably didn't want to get hit there, but that's alright, because I'll have some chances to regain some health, like right here. Do a big bear jump. Another jump here, and this, I assume, is the beanstalk. It doesn't quite look like one, but you climb it and you go up, and then magically you're in the giant's lair. So this is the boss stage. You'll notice that there's not really anything boss-like about it. It really is just hold right and run. You can replenish health in a few spots. I chose to only do that in one. The most fun part is the gelatin. There you go. Gelatin jump. Good times. Other than that, you really are just running through the level. There is no actual boss to fight or anything in this one. In the Japanese version, Pluto was actually running around on that saucer, but they took him out here. For what reason? I couldn't tell you. And so now we do enter the toughest stage of the game and the final stage, the Prince and the Pauper. So you start out not being able to jump up there. You have to push this block over here. They use push mechanics a few times. Just enough for you to figure out different things. I timed that poorly. You can do it in 3 run there and backs, but I had just made a little mistake, so we'll safely get there. I'm not confident in this, but I want to try it, and I made it, so that's good. Here you want to turn on the light. Turn on the light. Get your rocket ship. And just hippity-hop your way to safety over here.
Jove is asking how you're doing.
I am doing pretty well. Very tired, but we're having fun because it's Slurpathon, and who needs sleep when you can slurp? Wait.
Who needs sleep when you can slurp?
Is that our new tagline?
I like this.
I think that's our new tagline now.
Yeah, I think we might have a new tagline now. I like that. Why sleep when you can slurp?
So we found the Pauper already, in the first stage, but we're gonna have to go through a few more before we can get to the Prince. So I'm torn what to do here. I'll probably go for safety. Normally in this stage, you'll just run through these fellows and take some hits. Because I only had one extra available before I would die, I just chose to kill them instead because I often get hit on the fire down here. And you pretty much have to sacrifice a hit to get through them without defeating them. Yes, don't let me speak improperly. You don't kill them, you defeat them. This is Nintendo. So here is a trick called duck jump. You want to use the momentum of the duck to jump up higher than you normally would be able to. See, I can do it in practice, but then when I actually have to do it, it's tricky. So that wasn't a successful duck jump. And unfortunately, I have no hits left, so there's a chance we might get to see duck jump a second time. Wow. Contain your excitement. Because I have no hits left, I think I'm going to do a brave jump here, and I'm going to spectacularly fail it. I'm not even going to get a chance to fall in the hole. But hey, we get the chance to see duck jump again.
Yeah, duck jump.
So you pump up the duck, get her all psyched, and be like, whoa. That was not it, so unfortunately I'm just going to be a little patient again. Yes, unfortunate. Patience. But not way too bad. So I missed that guy, take another hit, and we're just gonna be nice and patient here.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't care. That's a minor issue. Getting the mic in a good place is better. We'll fix the mic after the run. It was just pointing in a really bad spot before.
And here I'm definitely going to wait a little bit more just because you can jump there and be a little bit faster, but I want to be safer and get this star up here. So I can sacrifice it right here. Good trade-off, right? So this part is just run and jump, and if you're about to lose health and die, that's okay, because we just got the rocket ship and we'll respawn anywhere. But you have to be sure you get your feet on the ground, because if you die and you're in midair, as you can see, now I'm going to head a little bit back to where I last put my feet on the ground. So, minor setback, not a big deal. I can take one hit there, regain that, and our health is up to maximum again. So now the walls will close in on us, and it's dangerous, but you know, it's only to a certain point. It's not a very well-placed trap. Just boop over those guys, wait for these, and there's just one more to get around. We're just gonna safety strats it up. Push this block onto that button so you can get this platform, and up here we will find the prince after doing a weird series of jumps to get up to him. And now we have to do what's essentially the end of the auto-scroller stages. Or the end with the auto-scroller stages, rather. Just about an auto-scroller. This is a tower stage. I loved it as a child. You just are continuously running up a tower around it, and sometimes barrels will fall down to you. Generally, you want to sacrifice some hits so you can run through them. In order to do the final warp, which hopefully I can do since I've not been able to do one for you, I need to have at least one hit left. But for good old safety, for marathons, I like to keep all my hits together, so let's just safely avoid the barrels. Oh no, and we're dead. See what safely doing things does? Yeah, the graphics are really nice. I mean, in this game overall, but it's been a favorite of mine to look at for a long time now. So unfortunately, we must go back, and I forgot to go the faster way, but that's okay. Now the fire will just be closer to us, so there'll be a little bit more tension. Wait, that's not a good thing. Notice how they took my marbles away. I can't even throw them. There would be nothing for me to throw them at, but it's like, excuse me, sir, those were mine. Why did you make them leave? Oh, I took a hit there, so I can just run through the next one. It's probably not the worst thing. I just definitely like to try and be a little bit safe if I can. So let's take care now to actually make these jumps. I believe that was the last set of them. Looks like we're flattening out now and getting to the top of the tower. Yeah, so there's the top. One more auto-scroller. I'm going to try my best to make a skip happen for you. Not only because I really want to show off the skip, but because actually playing through the rest of that level is quite hard. So, for this tower climb, these enemies actually only take one hit now instead of the 3 that they used to. So that's nice and easier. So I think it's over here I want to set up. I just want to wait a little bit until those are there. Jump up, and we did it. I actually did a skip. Good job, Sparko. So hey, do you like auto-scrollers? Because there's this boss here, and I hear he does the exact same thing every time forever. So yeah, the Pete fight is long and repetitive, and he just does the same thing over and over and over. It's almost as if they took notes from the Donkey Kong Country 2 boss. So he throws his sword, He jumps, some stars fall, and then this magical spike falls from the sky, which he's going to jump on. Like, why does he even have this in his house? I assume this is his house. So we're just going to do this 5 times, and then the next stage 5 times. And this one really isn't way too much to worry about, but the next one, if you miss one cycle, you actually have to skip 2 of them because of the way it goes right to left and back and forth. But this one doesn't really matter. The spike falls from the same spot, and you just need to push it to the right a little bit. As long as you're not standing where the stars go. Pretty safe. So I think one more hit for these, so I should probably step over to the other side. Got some hits over here too some stars that I can pick up. I'm hoping not to pick up more than 1 right now. So in this one, you jump up to the top. You'll notice the star pattern changes too. That's alright. You'll jump up to the top and the cannonball will swing. Again, why did he install this into his house? But I guess they don't think. He just thinks, wow, a cool ball falling from the ceiling. So I'll try to avoid the bottom stars since the top one I think I would rather pick up first.
Say hello to High Spirits.
Hello, High Spirits.
It says, I spot a Sparkover.
It's me. That's me. Good spotting. That's okay. I'm getting lazy. I don't have to worry about my hits too much if I'm full at this point. Though I shouldn't say that because then I'll start to actually get in trouble. That's how video games work. So I'm hoping it's 1 hit, because I've noticed I'm already over the estimate, and that's just being a bad bear. So let's see if it's time right here. That's time. Hooray!
2644.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but because I did miss the first few skips, that definitely did contribute to that. But, yes, that's Mickey Mania. A beautiful game. And upcoming next, I believe, is the Fisher-Price block, so please stay tuned, everybody, as we will get that set up.
Yes, just give us 60 seconds. We'll be right back. Thanks.